So I'm thinking that men are basically addicted to women for sex, mainly. So I'm thinking that addiction is never a good thing, and it can lead to all kind of behaviors in men that are negative in his life and negative for society in general. So I think this addiction that men have for women and sex is difficult to manage, basically. So men don't have control of themselves to an extent and are driven by this addiction, this need and craving for sex. And inevitably, sex leads to children. And so, nature has instilled within men this desire for sex to ensure that children arise and civilization can continue. So the basic fact seems to be that men are addicted to women because of the desire for sex. So addiction is generally negative because of the lack of control it means for the person concerned. So I do think that men need to manage this addiction, and the first step is to become aware of it, to realize that men need sex. Nature has made it that way. The question is how men manage that need. Myself, I've decided to not seek sex again in my life, and I've yet to see how big a problem that'll be because not a lot of time has passed. But I'm thinking it will be difficult to manage, and I'm not sure if I can, to be honest. But I do think I can, and I hope I can. And I'm thinking that men, as a rule, in general, need to think about this addiction that they have for sex and women as a result. So basically, the position of men in society is very much as a tool to be used to perform a function and to enable procreation. It would seem that society essentially seems to be focused on the needs and wants of women, and men are tools to help women. And I think men need to decide if they want to be used in that way, that they want to be regarded as simply tools to support women and enable women to have children and support the whole family process. So I myself have decided to walk away from women and therefore walk away from sex and procreation as a result. I've had 2 children. I don't intend to have any more. And I'm wondering if I can really walk away from sex. It was always a main focus in my life, I would say. And so it's a big change to steer away from that now. But I do intend to do it, and I've voiced my reasons why in a video documentary, Man, Woman, Myth, which I put on YouTube as well. And it covers a lot of ground to do with the mistreatment of men in society. And this mistreatment is largely based, maybe entirely based, on men's addiction to women for sex. That seems to be the foundation of all the hatred directed towards men. So as I say, I've decided to not pursue women anymore for sex in my life. And that will be a cost, and it will be very difficult. But it is what I intend to do, and I think it is best to do that. I think men should do that in general. It's something that I would advise, but the cost is enormous, obviously. But I do think it's wise to do that. I suspect that men will not walk away from women because men are addicted to women, addicted to sex. So I don't know what this means going forward, but my initial thought is that the future is not looking very bright.